What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Beer with the Boys. I'm your captain speaking, the enforcer, and the butcher here. And we ready just to talk, just our normal conversation, one time for the gang, two sweetman.
Oh, Tony, are we going to have to change it up, bro?
What's up?
The too sweet. We're going to have to change it up.
So we ain't going to talk about that.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the other thing.
You want to talk about that tonight?
No, I'm talking about the Bullet Club.
That's what I'm saying. You want to talk about that tonight?
You want to talk? We can talk about it.
We went on the schedule, but we can talk about it.
Yeah, let's make it the first topic of discussion because that's the hottest topic right now.
All right. No, let's first off, I pay respect to Scott Hall. R.I.P. Scott Hall. Hands off to Scott.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
You know who we are, but you don't know why we are here.
No,
that's the coldest promo ever. Them boys put up the WCW like it was nothing like that was fine. Me and that nigga Drew talk about that all the time. Like, yo, they just pulled up like it was all good. Like, man, yo, people was confused.
They want one of the originals to walk off one brand to another brand and be like, hey, yo.
Coldest shit ever, bro.
Hold on. We gotta do it right. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
That motherfucker was throwing two picks every. That motherfucker had a whole job.
He be like, hey, yo, and he look at you, and then he be like,
just flick it at you.
I can't even flick it at you. I was trying to forget the camera.
Man, I remember one time.
I have a genuine question. Was he trying to be a Mexican or was he trying to be an Italian? Cuban, okay. I don't know what the fuck he was trying to
look, he copied Scarface. Yeah. I think he said he don't know how he got away with like, yo, cause I don't think Vince saw Scarface.
Vince don't watch movies. He really don't.
It's not even that though. You can't copy Scarface without actually acting like Scarface. You never dressed like Scarface. You didn't have anger management issues like Scarface. He didn't talk like that at all. So him just talking a little Cuban is fine. He was way too calm and too smooth to even look anything like him. So I did not one time that watching any of his promos did I ever think that, oh yeah, that guy is copying Scarface.
I didn't know until somebody said it. I didn't even know.
If anything, this man's copying Superman with that S curl on the front of his forehead.
God,
but what's funny is, and I think this probably one of the most iconic pictures because I forgot this picture existed until it got posted. Was this motherfucker had on 15 gold chains in a black neighborhood and got jacked for none of one of them.
Does, man. That's Razor Ramon.
You know what? The coldest thing was that promo where somebody threw that soda at him and I told somebody, that's 97. I don't think that was soda in that cup. I don't think that was soda.
It probably wasn't.
Ain't nobody. Do you know how much soda costs at an arena?
$20.
You know how much liquor costs at an arena?
How much? I don't buy beer when I go.
More than that soda you talking about?
Pretty.
How much?
For a drink at an arena, it's like $10 to $15 for you know what I'm saying, penny or something like that.
The next time you go to a live show, Tony, just ask for a beer. And
I will be going to my first live show. Finally, Raw is coming to my area, May 16th. Won't be there.
Man, like I tell you,
after all these years,
I'm not spending $15 for a soda. Just to throw it at somebody. You got your damn mind. That's $15.
I'm sitting in front, bro.
Oh shit.
You gonna be in the camera view?
I'm gonna knock Seth Rollins square in his forehead. And I was like this. I'm ducked down behind the joint like it won't even me.
But yo,
they gonna play it back, be like, yo, who's this African American man that just put Seth Rollins?
Who's this black guy?
Hey, now you gotta leave Seth alone, man. He only been attacked too many times.
You mean Seth Rollins? You mean the uncooler version of Jay White?
Speaking of Jay White,
What? You call him the uncool version of Jay White?
Because Jay White started it and Seth kind of took it.
Started what?
The persona that Jay White has. Which I'm not too sure. So you know the persona Seth has? Yeah, he looked at Jay White and said, I want that.
What persona is that?
Just laid back, kind of cool, cocky, looking arrogant little son bitch.
When did Seth do that?
Are we missing something here? Like that's how Seth. Remember the architect said.
So you called that guy the Jay White guy?
Jay White's just better though, in my opinion.
I always called Seth Rollins WWE's version of Jay White. I've always said that.
Yeah, he been saying. He even called him, text me, be like, "Hey, yo, there go baby Jess. There go baby Jay White."
How long Jay White been wrestling? How old is he?
Let me fact check.
I think he's
because
20,
I think
about to be 30.
I think Tyler Black, aka Seth Rollins, has been dated.
I think Seth got him by a few years.
So how does he look like Jay White and not Jay White look like Seth Rollins?
So Jay White is
why is Jay White not indie Seth Rollins? If Seth Rollins been doing this longer? Because
Seth Rollins is WWE. We would have to call him Tyler Black. Because that's what Seth Rollins' name was on the Indies.
So Tyler Black. So you're saying you're omitting Tyler Black, and this Seth Rollins is Jay White.
That's what WWE.
So Tyler Black is not WWE Jay White. Seth Rollins is WWE Jay White. That's what you're trying to say.
That's what we're trying to say. Yeah.
Okay, because don't disrespect
we're trying
his name. Okay?
Sorry we confused you, but yeah, that's what we're trying to say.
All right.
Because I got a
problem with Jay White other than the bull job he's doing right now. But
we're gonna talk about it. But the thing is like they looked at I don't know who looked at it, but somebody looked at Jay White in the back and said, "That's cool, but we can't be as on Ryan as cut in his promos, so we're gonna have to just tone it down."
I mean, like I said, I wouldn't mind seeing the Seth Rollins Jay White match on neutral ground.
Which that's gonna take forever to happen.
But
neutral. What would be neutral ground?
That me and Tony talked about this too. But the thing is, you have to figure out. Okay, so you gotta keep in mind, for those people that don't know, Jay White is under contract of New Japan, and for people that basically know, Seth is Seth. So it's like, okay, how can we somehow in this magical world put WWE and New Japan?
I would say
on a neutral territory in an arena
it would
where
have
they
to
can
be,
show their talents.
I put it this way. It would have. It would be no. It ain't even gonna be already. It would have to be Hammerstein Ballroom and a just to make it fair, so it won't be no politics. It would have to be at a MLW show because you gotta leave always out of because Seth Rollins always.
And Jay White was always too.
Yeah, and none of them ever wrestled MLW, so that's out. So they can, it's neutral ground, MLW, Hammerstein Ballroom, loaded house. That's the main event. Who y'all got winning?
Jay.
Popularity? No, we ain't going for
popularity. No, my thing. The
stats.
reason why I say Jay is because I've been watching his work. Jay's mentality as a wrestler is a counter wrestler. So if he sees a weakness in somebody, he's gonna target it. So basically, we know that Seth had knee surgery. The first thing Jay's gonna start targeting is that knee. And then every time Seth will try to go for something, Jay has a counter in his arsenal for it. That's why the switchblade, as most people call Jeffrey, was it you that called it a weak version of Sister Abigail?
You know it had to be him.
Nah, maybe I said it.
Maybe shut your ass. You know you said that.
I really don't remember. Hey, I said a lot of things.
I can't remember. I don't know if it was you. It was somebody that said it was a baby version of Sister Abigail.
I don't think it was me, honestly, but I don't disagree.
But
even though, I mean, we could debate who got there.
Yeah, first, I know. But my whole thing about it is that Jay White can hit it out of. Bray takes time to set it up. Jay hits it out of nowhere. But
before we get to our first topic, I like the way Jay White hit the Blade Runner. It's quicker than the Sister Abigail.
Yes.
Because it is no need for the setup.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say he's a counter wrestler, because in a situation when somebody leaves himself open, Blade Runner is much quicker and more to the punch than the Sister Abigail.
And Blade Runner was a good movie too, man. Harrison Ford, that was a good movie. Y'all ain't seen that movie? It's a good movie.
I know.
I've seen it.
I'm not saying that. But yeah, my whole thing is like, yeah, it's just when I see the match playing out in my head, the first thing he gonna talk is that knee, because I know Seth likes to use the stomp. Yeah, he'll go for that knee first.
Yeah, I think he would. So first topic of the night, moving forward. King of TNA, first ever King of the Mountain match. Interesting concept for the people who don't know. It's pretty much you got as a reverse ladder match. You have to get the pin, then you're eligible to hang the title up. The match had R-Truth, who was the champion at the time, a young AJ Styles, Raven, Jeff Jarrett, what's the other buddy name?
Cowboy Chris Harris. No, Wildcat.
Chris Harris.
Because it was Cowboy James Storm.
So
yeah, Wildcat.
Great match, I might add. Great match. There was a few botches. I didn't like some of the botches. But overall,
overall solid. It was a pretty solid match.
Me and Bryce agreed that we all can agree the concept is dope. A reverse ladder match. I would have liked more if they didn't have the penalty box. And I would like if it was literally like, yo, that it wasn't like you got a pin to be eligible to hang the title up. I think it would be dope. Like, it was like a free-for-all, like, there's the belt. I mean, I guess you got to clean it up to make it more appealing.
Yeah, I think it would have been more of an interesting concept if it was a free-for-all, because then it's like, okay, we're just going to sit the title in the middle of the ring and good luck. Now, like I said, like, how do you clean it up? That's where it becomes, kind of hard. And I was talking about it earlier, but I personally didn't like the penalty box idea.
Because to be honest, I forgot all about that until you brought it. I thought you were saying something like a joke. I didn't watch the match yet. They have a penalty box. That's what you're talking about. And I didn't like that portion of it. Like, what's the point? Like,
yeah, because you basically so there was the six men in the match, and you're taking one guy out to stand in a box for 2 minutes.
Yep.
Now I get it. You're taking that one person out. That way it could be less cluster, but like this dude is gonna be standing there sweaty, panting, trying to catch his breath for 2 minutes in a match that he ain't got no involvement in.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion on the
dope concept though. The concept.
Yeah, like I said, I'm on the first time I heard about it. Oh, was it? God, shit. I'm trying to actually remember. No, I think it was the one. It was the one with Christian Cage won it. Okay. That was the first time I heard about it. But then I have went back and watched the first one, which if most people don't know, this was during the reign of terror of Jeff Jarrett, which that was 3 years of him just being a champion for no reason.
And let's talk about this, man. Can we not acknowledge the fact AJ Styles cleared that cage?
Oh yeah, he cleared it.
He cleared it.
I want to say I can't see 45-year-old AJ doing that now.
He did not. Let him jump off that top rope into the ring. You don't need to do nothing outside.
That's young AJ.
Nothing outside.
That's like, yo, he do that. He out for like 3 months. My back. Rub me down with some Vicks. Somebody help me.
Icy hot, some.
Yeah, he molded icy hot.
Better call Molly.
Oh Lord.
That dude gonna be like, yo, give me some.
But yeah, one of the things that we do haven't mentioned or we glossed over is the fact that this was R-Truth at the time being known as Ron Killings. This was his second reign as NWA champion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say I can speak for all of us. For him to be a black man in the South, not the South, the South,
With the F.
NWA, two-time black champion is just like, but NWA TNA to have the faith, you know, we're gonna put the title on this man. We see something in you to give you this opportunity to take the ball and run with. That's amazing. I love that.
Ron, I feel like Ron is a people's person. Like I feel like he can get along with anybody. It doesn't matter with the race, nationality, creed, you know, all that stuff like that.
Agreed.
And I think that's why he's becoming like a national treasure in all of wrestling.
I can agree because I would like to have known who pulled the trigger on that. Like, yo, put the belt on him.
Was it Dixie Carter? Dixie Carter didn't buy TNA at that time.
Your mic's out, bro.
Big bro, your mic.
I think he's talking to somebody.
Yeah, he might be. But
yeah, he's talking. Yo, Jeff. I think.
Yeah, this motherfucker cannot.
He talking.
I don't know who
your mic is off.
Y'all hear me?
Bro, your mic was off the whole time.
I can't hear y'all.
Oh, he can't hear us.
I can see you. I see your mouth moving.
We can hear each other. You can hear us.
We can't hear you. We got technical difficulties, folks. Give this man a couple seconds to get his shit fixed.
We're not editing this shit. You know,
no, we're not. This is all this. Everything y'all been seeing up to this point has been unfiltered content.
But yeah, the reign of terror. The reign of terror.
Like, yeah, reign of terror, bro. It was not fun.
I mean, I put like this. I want to know who said this is a good idea for truth. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would like to hear. Like, yo, I see value in this guy. That's who I want my champion to be. You know what I mean?
You know, and looking at WWE now, I want to be the person that say this. It takes a lot for a person to be. I don't want to say this, but I won't be that guy. It takes a lot of a company to sit and say we're gonna put this on a black man.
Agreed.
I hate to say that, but
can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Can you hear us?
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know what happened. But
I was just saying, like, it kind of like it. I never thought I would live long enough to see a black WWE champion. I knew we have black champions outside of the company, but most of the time I feel like what takes them so long.
Oh, speaking of, before you say that, I didn't know, because I remember Leo Rush, he said, yo, where should I go? The NWA, New Japan be the first black New Japan champion. It was like, there was already a black New Japan world champion. I'm like, it was like, yeah, it was. I forget the guy's name.
Keep talking.
So there was a black New Japan world champion. New Japan world champion. I didn't know that. I'm like, it's only been one? What
do you expect?
Bob Sapp is his name.
But what do you expect? You said there's only one, but if you look at the list since what, 2006, 7, 8, it hasn't been any. I think there's like one.
In New Japan or NWA?
There was a black tag team in that mix of all the champions in the last 15, 20 years.
Yeah. Where, NWA or in New Japan?
And New Japan.
Yeah, he's right. Because you gotta keep in mind too, because at this point, Shelton, at that era you're talking about, Shelton Benjamin and MVP had already jumped ship to New Japan. MVP became the first.
I think Benjamin was a part of that championship. That tag. I think. Hold on, I might be wrong.
He was in a tag league, but he wasn't in a champion. I think he was. He might have been the junior tag team champ. He might have been. Maybe.
Either way, there's not very many black people who jump ship from American wrestling and go to New Japan,
because that's a different style. That's a whole different style that they have to get.
A different speed, a different style, all that.
So it's gonna take you a few years to get up that ladder to where the Japanese crowd is behind you.
Yeah, and And to go back to what we were saying about about the NWA title, like I just like that the NWA gave R-Truth their leverage, they're not leverage that opportunity, and they gave him a run. They wasn't like no run in the middle. They gave him. He was champ twice. I didn't experience it.
They let him have his own faction.
Yeah, 3 Live Crew, and I didn't watch it because that's when NWA was on pay-per-view on Wednesdays. They was on pay-per-view for they were like a year. They was on pay-per-view every Wednesday night. I wasn't gonna ask my mom or damn watch no damn wrestling on pay-per-view every freaking Wednesday night. But I didn't get the experience there. But at the same token, it was cool that he had the opportunity. But like I said, just the concept, we've never seen a match like that ever.
That's something that TNA has over other companies at the time. They were more inventive with wrestling ideas, like Ultimate X, King of the Mountain. Like they were just out there, coming up with different ideas for at the time. Well, no, it was a 6-sided ring at the time. Yeah, it was a 6-sided ring. They were just more, creative and have fun.
Yeah. You didn't see nothing like that. Like a 6-sided ring, you only see 6-sided ring in like Mexico. You never seen that.
Mexico's the only place. AAA.
Yeah, what was it? Hexagon? Octagon. Hexagon.
Octagon's 8-side.
Yeah, thank you. When the Hexagon came into play, I was like, I've never seen this before. And at first I was thinking, oh, this is like a UFC ring. No, it's a Hexagon, not an Octagon. I'm like, whoa.
And I remember, I think with
that's
AJ,
when I first saw Bobby Roode, by the way.
I maybe mistaken.
Hold on, Tony. I gotta do it.
Oh God.
Bear
money. That nigga came out.
You know what's funny? Side note. I remember the night that they formed because I was watching TNA heavy at that time. I'll never forget that promo. Bobby Roode was at the Jay Storm. He said, "You know what? We did pretty good last week. You know what? I'm a rich man. You like to get drunk. Let's team up together." Jay Storm said, "So I got the bill, you got the money? Then you go beer money. That's it." That's how it happened.
That's how they got their fucking name.
That's how they got the name.
They weren't forced though.
It wasn't forced. He said, "I got the beer and you got the money. Beer money."
They were a solid team. I don't know what to say.
I ain't got shit to say. I got nothing.
Impact Triple H.
I thought it was something deeper than that. I thought it was more to the name.
Nah, it's just what it
is. He just a guy. He said, "I got bill, you got money."
Impact's version of Triple H and Shawn. Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
I was an APA.
I think it was APA too.
Hey, I was gonna say, but because Bobby Roode is like Triple H. Yeah. Hey, it was Impact Triple H. I'm about to call Storm Shawn Michaels, but no, APA will be better.
Yeah,
APA makes more sense.
That match was just, and overall, before we switch gears, that match overall, I wouldn't say it was a 10. I'd give it like a solid.
I give it a 6.
I'll give it a 6, 7.
A couple in my mind has been better.
I was gonna give it a 7. I'll say a 7.
I'll give it a 6, 7 because all together, you got to add the botches. The botches weren't. Ooh, that hurt. The botches weren't the best, so that grades it down. AJ Styles jumping out the ring, that brings it back up. You know what I'm saying? Like I did the powder botch, it brings it back down. Like it's little stuff like that. It's just little stuff. Overall, the match was pretty solid. It was pretty fluid. Everybody understood their assignment. I just think that some of the botchy stuff. I mean, really, you put AJ Styles in there with guys who don't jump. If that makes any sense.
Was he the only? No, he wasn't the only high flyer because even though Ron was in the group, AJ.
You talking about? Hold on. You talking about what group? Or you talking about the match?
Yeah, in the match, he was the only high flyer.
Yeah, he was the only one that I saw.
Yeah, that's what I'm
He's
saying.
the only high flyer. Yeah, the only.
Yeah.
Ron Killings can fly inside the ring doing
No, I'm talking about like when I say fly, I mean like we doing like
yeah. AJ was the only one that I saw.
R-Truth ain't jumping over that cage.
Hell no,
no, he's not. Nah, he's not jumping up the ring.
R-Truth
but he'll kick you and do a 360 though. He'll kick you and do a 360 though.
Hold on. R-Truth was 35 in that match.
You have to show respect for the fact that this man is almost 50. He still looks like he looked when he was 35, y'all.
That R-Truth was old when he first came to WWE.
I think R-Truth.
He had to be 50 when he came, right?
No, I think R-Truth turns 50 this year.
He's already.
I have to double check that. I gotta double check that. I know he's older than 45. That's a fact.
R-Truth when he was K-Quick.
So Jeffrey, you're wrong. He's 50 even.
I told you. I said he might be turning 50 this year. So no, I got it right.
He'll be 51 this year.
Oh, he's already 50.
Yeah, he's already 50. He'll be 51.
But you know what? But that's why he doesn't wrestle that much. They're preserving his life.
That's
why he got him in the 24/7 title matches.
R-Truth
let's
30 in 95.
35.
But overall, I get him at the 7, which I'll give.
I said 7.
I give it a 7. I'll give it a 7.
Cool. Now, I wish Mean Streak was here. So, brother, if you're watching this, forgive us. What if I want to pitch to y'all tonight? If we can just normally how we go down the rabbit hole. What if WCW Ted Turner bought WWE? What would the landscape of wrestling be right now? If he bought it from Vince and all the WWE guys are now WCW guys, what would the landscape of wrestling be?
Okay, so when you go into this, you have to look at Shane McMahon being Vince McMahon.
You're basically saying, okay, are you putting us in Monday Night War era? Or are you putting us in the Invasion era?
Pretty much, it would be, I don't know who Ted Turner right-hand man would be. It would like Ted Turner, like, yo, the storyline would go like, yo, I bought my competition. It'll go like pretty much the same way, kind of.
You're basically doing the invasion early.
That's what I'm about to say. Yeah. That's the only thing that makes sense. It
would be like, I'm starting at the invasion era angle.
You're starting at the invasion era.
So you started at invasion, then Shane.
But Ted Turner is the one that actually buys WWE. Like,
but Shane McMahon will be the television Vince McMahon. Because remember the storyline was that Shane bought WCW.
Okay, we can keep it that way.
So then what you're saying is Team WCW beats Team Monday Night Raw.
Correct.
And ECW.
Yeah, and so now ECW and WCW are the superior entity for a while. And WWE just ceased to exist. Like, they're done. Like, officially, there's no more WWE.
So you're saying now WCW, ECW, and WWE are under the WCW brand.
Yeah, so like what we have now
the WCW on TBS brand.
Right. It was like we would be lit right now, 2022 would be WCW. So how could we book that? And that
Jericho would never be a champion.
Who?
Chris Jericho.
Jericho.
He would never be a champion.
Oh. Now that you say that,
was he WCW at that time?
He was WCW.
No, he was WWE.
But remember, he was on Team WWE, but then he helped WCW eliminate somebody.
Yeah, he did.
And then Kurt helped The Rock eliminate Stone Cold for the win. But when you put it in that perspective, Tony,
talk to me.
With how WCW was with their wrestlers, people like Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho, Eddie Guerrero, they wouldn't be main event champions.
Damn, when you put it that way.
Say that one more time.
I'm saying, like, okay, people like Jericho, Benoit, Guerrero, would never be main event champions.
That's true.
Because
now
because you gotta think about how WCW operated with their champions. They wanted big. They didn't want they would have Brock Lesnar be the champion, but they have more bigger embodied.
There will be no Brock Lesnar.
Listen,
Brock Lesnar came.
That's true. That's another part. You have to think about this. Remember how when WCW got taken, how many of those wrestlers actually came to WWE and how them bugs got eliminated? Full roster of WCW people, at least half of them got removed so that WCW can move into WWE.
So then, the question becomes:
in reverse,
who you cutting from the WWE roster? Because you're not cutting Rock. You're not cutting Rock.
You're not cutting Rock. You're not cutting Stone Cold. You're not cutting Taker.
Stone Cold's on TWCW.
Huh?
This is the invasion. He was on Team WCW, Team ECW.
Yeah,
it's been a minute since I've watched.
You good? That's why me and Tony here. I got a good ass memory.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, Brock was on Team WWF because he was a good guy. Stone Cold played the heel on WCW, ECW.
Triple H wasn't there either, so
Triple H wasn't there either.
No, he was injured that year, wasn't he?
Yeah, he didn't come back to that next year till Judgment Day.
So when you look at that, so they're not getting, but they're still not getting rid of Triple H. They're still not getting rid of Shawn. Because Triple H was a top heel.
No, Shawn was out. He wasn't.
Shawn was out. I think because he
didn't come back to the NWO.
Right.
Shit. Then fuck your whole WWE roster's kind of fucked at this time period. Then.
But here's the thing. Now you have two options. Either you put somebody that wasn't getting that big of a push before, or you hold those slots open for Triple H and possibly Shawn Michaels.
Wait a minute,
to come back and do whatever.
Wait. No, Sting was gone at this. Fuck, I was say, damn, we could have got Sting versus Undertaker at that point.
You could have, but Sting was gone.
But no, Sting was still under contract.
Sting would pop up in the rafters. If I remember correctly, he would just pop up.
Yeah, he would.
He would just pop up, but I never remember him actually doing anything.
That's the thing. He just popped up and did nothing. He was the way that he portrayed that character at that time was he was under contract, but he was on the outside looking in. He didn't want to involve himself. He was truly
Brandon Lee. What's the dude that he put the movie with the white man?
The Crow.
The Crow.
Yeah.
He was 100% the Crow. He was 100% the Crow, just being around, looking at people. At that time when I was young, he was the creepiest dude I've ever seen. I was like, why is this dude just standing here? This is weird to me.
But see, he was
creepier than Dunk the Clown, bro. I didn't like the dark back in the day. So,
but see, I think that would, if WCW would have bought WWE, I don't know I don't even know how that would play out, but I wouldn't even say there'd be any good matches because by that time they had beat the NWO into the ground. The NWO was just beat to hell. So,
but remember, we're doing the Invasion arc, so I'm trying to remember who was on Team Invasion. It was Kurt Angle, Stone Cold.
Look something up here.
Fuck, who was on that team?
Okay, it was
Booker T.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's how I'm trying to get to now, because there we go.
Because I think I'm trying to figure out what was the landscape. I asked this what if question because I want to know. Which I think the landscape of wrestling would be right now if there was no WWE. If Ted Turner, like, I want to rebrand. This is my company now. I don't think we would have, because at some point the NWA would have to go. Then you got fresh new talent, you got fresh new matches. I think then you still got ECW. So do you get rid of ECW? or do you keep ECW as a developmental brand?
No, since they want ECW was like back alley wrestling.
Just give
back,
you
like
guys
back alley wrestling. So
give you an update. The team alliance was Stone Cold, Kurt, Booker T, Rob Van Dam, and Shane McMahon.
Okay.
And they
WF
fought
was
against The Rock, Chris, Jericho, Undertaker, Kane, and Big Show.
Right. So you got your heavy hitters out of Team WWF. Who's leaving? I say none of them.
No, that whole squad you keep. That whole
squad is getting saved. That whole squad is getting saved. Plus Stone Cold, obviously, because Stone Cold was who Stone Cold is. But like all of team, hold on, who was team WCW again?
If you exclude Shane, the only wrestlers were Booker T, Rob Van Dam, Stone Cold, and Chris Jericho.
Okay, so sending Rob Van Dam back to ECW. So you got the main six from WWF plus the 3. That's 9 people that are main eventers.
But I'm saying, but like I said, with the mentality that WCW had, Jericho will be a mid-carder.
Yes, he would be. He's not technically.
He doesn't have in their eyes. He didn't have the look.
He didn't have the look. He has the look of a mid-card, because a lot of those mid-card guys, like what at the time, Lance Storm, all those guys,
Eddie Guerrero,
all those guys that have that build about them. Not Kurt Angle. Chris Jericho actually had the same build as everybody else on the mid-card.
Yeah. But damn, Tony, now that I think about it, you get to keep the Cruiserweights. Hell, that means Rey Mysterio won't be a main event champion.
You would actually have a real Cruiserweight division.
Yeah. Dude, we get Rey Mysterio versus Jeff Hardy early. A young Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, the Hardy Boys were still on the contract at that time of WWF. So was Edge and Christian. So that's one thing WCW didn't have now that WWF had was tag teams. So they'll get more tag teams.
Yep. You get more tag teams. You bring the Cruiserweights over. You can actually
no, WWE keep the Cruiserweights. You get the whole. WWE didn't have a division. They had that bull job lightweight.
You just take these guys.
But the Cruiserweights were basically light heavyweights. Crash, Lance Storm, freaking Hurricane Helms, Funaki and Tanaka. Like you had a lightweight cruiserweight division.
Yeah, because they got rid of the lightweight title for the cruiserweight title when the WCW came over.
But at the end of the day,
thing is, so hang on, let's just look at let's talk about titles then. So then WCW only had one main championship,
which
so
Rock
you would get rid of the WWE title. You keep the big gold belt.
Hold on. Now, before you do this, now because you're about to delete some titles, but I'm gonna tell you why you don't necessarily need to delete the titles. The same reason that there's so many different shows, keep the same contracts, quote unquote, and use those shows for your Sunday Night Heats or your SmackDown or you know what I'm saying, your Saturday main event night joints. You know what I'm saying? Main event. You know what I'm talking about. When on Saturdays had a main event.
Saturday Night Heat.
Yeah.
All that. So what I'm saying is WCW wouldn't just turn into one day, one night, 3 hours. You have too many wrestlers now. Now you can split. You're going to still split the brands up, right? Because what you had was it Nitro, right?
Yeah, Monday Night Nitro.
And then you can have whatever the other one will be. You can probably keep Raw if you wanted to. I don't know, but you can split it up just like WWE did, and still keep certain stuff together. And you just have to change the WWF title to something else. Like you have to give it a different name if you wanted to.
Question: so what WWE title do you keep? I would keep the European title and get rid of
the Intercontinental. I was thinking the same thing.
My thing is, like, how many people can you? Because I hated the concept of that the European title had to be worn by somebody from a European country. So then you have to sit here and think to yourself, how many people do you have that?
Dude, you forgot.
No, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work because it would just be Canadians fighting each other.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I rather that's why I say you rather keep the Intercontinental Championship. That way you be more world round.
What'd you say?
You forgot about D'Lo, the greatest European champion of all time.
Okay.
I think he was. I may get heat, but I think D'Lo was the greatest. He did.
Okay. All right. So let's do it. Let's.
But I also gotta keep in mind he also won the Intercontinental Championship too.
Let's switch this up then. Keep the Intercontinental and then remove the European because the European has too many stipulations on it. Why do you call it European?
Yeah.
And Europeans ain't get.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Intercontinental has a even with the name itself has a wider.
That's why I would keep Intercontinental.
I can agree with you on that one, B. I can. That would make more sense to keep it European.
Because WCW had the US title.
Hold on, didn't Dean Malenko get the European title?
Yeah, he did. He defended he was the only European who won the European title.
Hilarious. So that's the main thing I remember him for, that European title.
Yeah.
And of course, obviously, so
damn, oh shit, that means Regal gets to stay with WCW. Because he signed to WCW first before he signed to WWF.
But see.
But hold on, was he there yet though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember because
y'all know.
I think he was going. I think he was going under the Manly Man gimmick.
Okay. So all right. There's a lot of people. So now listen, we got to finish this up because there's a lot of bodies that are missing in this scenario.
Will we have more celebrity appearances if we did?
No. Nope.
The attorney ain't going for that.
Nah, ain't happening. Nope. Nah, not even a little bit.
I'm just going off the history of WCW. I'm just putting the question out there.
WWF, as far as my knowledge, WWF did that way more. Period. So,
but they never put a belt on a champion. They never put the championship on a celebrity,
and they won't. We'll never see that. Won't happen ever again. If WCW, because it's going to keep it like it's not entertainment. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot, man. I don't even know how to, because even with the tag team, because you got to think about the division. You got the heavyweight division, you got the tag team division, you got the Intercontinental division. If you keep that, you got the women's division that we still ain't talked about.
Oh, wait a minute! I just thought about something.
They don't even have a women's division.
Tony, you know who actually would be good? Damn, that means the Cat will stay to WCW then, because the Cat got cut.
No, some cats gonna still get cut, bro.
No. There's a wrestler. He was a black wrestler named
the
Cat.
Yeah. I remember. I remember you talking about.
I vaguely remember that. Vaguely.
Ernest the Cat Miller.
Yep.
I vaguely remember that. He getting cut.
He just popped up in my head.
He getting cut regardless.
Oh yeah, he gotta go.
Ric Flair.
He getting cut.
Damn, that means Ric Flair might be GM.
Bruh, his son was there.
Yep.
David.
But remember, David had passed away.
Remember,
David had passed away at this point.
David? No, that's the other brother.
That's the other brother. The other brother that actually got into the ring.
Yeah.
He won't cut like that. He did okay, but he won't cut like that, bro. He getting cut, bro. I don't care what brand he's on. He's getting cut.
Jeffrey, we can't have you as a WWE creator, bro. That's motherfucker.
No, listen. If you didn't do nothing where you was at, you're not going to do nothing over here neither. You're cut.
Jeffrey gonna walk in the room, be like, okay, what's this guy doing?
You out. And you're going to be sitting in the corner looking like Undertaker did when they was doing the brand split. Looking sick. Get out. Go.
He gonna be like, Jeffrey, we got this idea with Sami Zayn and Johnny Knoxville. Cut.
I got an idea. You can go.
No, Ramona, he got a family. Man, forget his family. Touche, my nigga.
F them kids. Nah,
Oh shit.
nah.
Cut though.
See, here's the other thing. Here's another thing. Will there be comedic segments like WWE does?
No, because
WCW is way worse with their comedic shit.
Oh no! Only way they'll have that if Vince Russo is still in control.
Tony, that's the main issue that I didn't want. I kept forgetting about what will be the downfall if Vince Russo is in the back.
At some point, I'll put it this way: at some point, Vince Russo would have to go, cause Ted Turner's like, "Yo, you're costing me money. You gotta go." Because you're gonna have to. There's gonna be a point where you have to adapt. And okay, there'll be a point where Ted was like, "Yo, this ain't working. We gotta switch up." Because WWE they switched throughout the time. They got on early. You know what I mean? I think they would probably be more wrestling.
Hey, hold on. I'm sorry. I had to cut you off.
You good?
Time out.
By the way, folks,
this was a ruthless attitude moment. This man Brock Lesnar just took a forklift and ran that sucker through the car filled with the bloodline through the windows, smash, and then they started Usos like this.
I was just about to say, folks, it's that time of the
yeah. He lifted the car and he's flipping that stuff over right now.
Hey Tony, you getting a flashback to when Brock Lesnar jumped off that forklift on the Big Show?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yo, Brock's a wild man. I know that much. No,
wait. Brock Lesnar was there at the time. Well, no, he would be after.
No, he came like 2 months after, I think.
I still think they would have signed him to WCW.
Oh yeah, Brock wilding. Brock is wilding right now.
I'm just thinking, what would wrestling?
He is wilding.
What would wrestling look like if WCW was superior? Would there still be WCW? Would there be Ring of Honor? Would there be other brands? Because you gotta think about it.
My question becomes like, would Ted be worse than Vince? Because Vince was buying competition. I don't think Ted would.
Yo, Brock is wildin'. Brock don't rip the door off a truck. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I got distracted. That country man is wilding. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I don't. When you say WCW wins, I look at it at the lens of a person who watches AEW versus WWE, where it's like, how many times can a company fuck up before the other company realizes, okay, this is my chance to catch up and be on the same level as them? Because you can only fuck up so many times before shit goes bad.
Yeah, because I feel like with that, I feel like what Ted would do off the street, I think he would he wouldn't buy competition. I don't think Ted is like that.
The only competition he had was WWE. If he buys that, I'm pretty sure
I won.
Yeah, that's it. I'm still pretty sure you have like your smaller wrestling circuits. But as long as he bought out Vince, I mean.
But see, what Vince did was like, dude, as he bought WCW, ECW, all we had for like 15 years was WWE.
And you're going to get 15 years of WCW.
But I think TNA would thrive. I still think ROH would thrive. They would be on TV. They will be the next two biggest things. I think Ted Turner, like, he would.
They will.
I want to give you TV though.
Hold on, go ahead, Jeff.
No, I was saying that the other brands would still be the other brand. I don't think that would. I think it would affect the landscape of how TNA did stuff on television, because let's be honest, WWE was kind of like the I don't want to say benchmark, but the
Benchmark is pretty good.
yeah, but you know what I'm talking about, like the gosh, the word is escaping me right now. Like the cutout. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh shit. The
Right, can use your brain.
the mold, not the mold, not the measuring stick.
So I just zoned that for a second. What you say?
I know what you say. I know what you're trying to say. I know
you said the
exactly
cutout. I heard cutout.
WWE was like the what you need to look at to do other stuff at the time.
Fuck. I know what you're trying to say. I know exactly what you're trying to say.
Not the benchmark. You want to say
the model, the mold.
We'll call it a model. We'll call it a model.
No, the blueprint?
Blueprint.
There you go.
Thank you.
One of us gonna figure that shit out. One of us gonna
Hold up. This nigga said the lens of the camera. I'm like, the fuck is he talking about?
I wouldn't say I didn't say the lens of the camera.
You made a circle like this. I'm like, what the
no, fuck? I'm saying like the vision, bro.
I couldn't even think of
I didn't know,
you know
what the fuck he was talking about.
It's time. It's time. Come here. You better get smacked. Come here.
You gonna be like that scene from 3 Strikes. Oh, they go Tupac. Where?
Now, but yeah, it was kind of like WWE was kind of like, it seemed like it was kind of like a blueprint.
Whoa. PW Inside reports Cody Rhodes has signed with WWE. He signed his deal about 10 to 14 days ago. The current plan is for him to return during WrestleMania weekend early. Word begins part of WWE. Pretty much Cody is back with WWE, and we're gonna talk about it after this.
Tony, what the fuck I tell you 2 weeks ago?
Shut your ass up. We're gonna talk
what
about
I tell you 2 weeks
ago.
ago.
We're gonna talk about
what
it.
I tell you 2 weeks ago. What did I tell you?
We're gonna talk about it. Shut the hell up. We're gonna talk about it.
What if I don't
we gotta wrap this shit up. But go ahead.
What if I don't want to talk about it?
We got you now. I already said.
Tony, so hold on. So needless to say, things will be changed. WCW, people have to move around. Here's my issue with this fucking bullshit right now. Does this motherfucker still hold shares in AEW?
I would think he would have shares with AEW. He would have to. He'd be dumb as hell to sell it.
If he has shares, and for some odd reason he sells it to Vince,
I put it this way. Back to what we was talking about, but we're gonna get to this. The landscape of wrestling. The blueprint is WCW. Now, what does wrestling look? So this happened. This is 2000.
But this motherfucker Cody pissing me off.
Calm down. So the invasion angle ended in 2000 and what? 2?
I still got the tab up on my phone. I'm trying to calm down right now, big bro. You don't understand how pissed. You don't understand how pissed.
We're gonna get to it. Just calm down. So the invasion
2001,
angle,
you're correct.
2001. So from 2001 to now, what does wrestling look like?
Okay.
I feel like you have a lot more celebrity cameos.
What if
the
bloodline is no more?
Would WCW get OVW?
Bump the OVW. Well, that's a point. Solid point. Because that connects
because remember, Roman got through.
Yeah, that connects to it. That's a solid point. Solid point.
So that's why I bring that up. Right.
No, solid point. But even with that, is The Rock the end of the bloodline? Will there be an Umaga? Will there be a Rosie and Jamal? Like, will these things even happen?
But that's what I'm talking about. That's the tag teams I was talking about, because P and Rosie were a tag team around this time.
Not in.
Thinking about it.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I remember them putting old ladies through tables
during invasion.
Well, they were there during the invasion, but they were like not that important.
They were in catering.
Basically.
They're cut. Goodbye. There is no Rosie and Jamal. There is no Umaga. It's over. The bloodline is done. Goodbye. If you were not a certified G, no pun intended, but pun intended. If you were not a certified G during the invasion, you're getting cut, bro. If you're catering, you're eating at home. Go make you a turkey sandwich at the crib because you can't eat the subs in catering. It's over with. It's done, bro. Catering is over, bro.
Who hurt you?
I don't care. Who hurt me?
I didn't even do nothing to him, and he going up.
You know who hurt me? Generation Wee.
Oh shit! They might pull up the WCW since Vince McMahon done on it.
Who?
I mean, listen. I think there's more opportunities for those who are on the indie circuit to hop in. Yes, I don't think that them. Well,
no, but you gotta keep in mind the only reason
you can't say that. Well, this is the invasion. This is before them boys was even born.
I know, but I'm just saying the reason why they didn't want to go to WWE is because of how the landscape of the formula that they had, they didn't like it. But they respected WCW more because they focused on the wrestling than the entertainment. So they might go to WCW and wrestle with them for a while.
And WCW would probably feel more like indie wrestling.
Yeah, because WCW was more like old school wrestling.
Yeah.
They didn't. There was a point in time where they were so old school. They didn't even want mats around the ring. They didn't want a solid concrete because they're like, yo, we don't do that.
Yeah, and motherfuckers end up getting neck injuries because of that shit.
Who you telling? That'd be the dumbest thing. Oh, just leave the concrete out, bro. You don't want these gymnasts out of the concrete. We want to put some pins in Stone Cold's neck. What is wrong with y'all?
And keep in mind that this is after.
Listen. WCW by them, he's still getting them pins in his neck, bro.
Yeah.
Because the pile driver is not getting deleted from history yet.
And WCW used the pile driver, and WWE.
Exactly.
So
it's gonna be more cats with pins in their neck.
Yep. So we're gonna Cody Rhodes. Go ahead, Bryce. You got it.
I don't want to talk about that, man. We ain't even talk about the women's division. Who going, who's staying. We ain't talk about.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
So Jeffrey. I'm just gonna say this because I heard the rumor. Did you watch Monday Night Raw, right?
Uh-huh.
So you saw this. That was I watched Russell talk because they give me 5 minutes. They sum up a 3-hour show in 5 minutes.
Got it.
So Seth came out and did this, right? He did his ear like that, right?
I don't remember that, but go ahead. What about it?
Remember, because KO came out, he did his little promo, he did a hey yo, this, that, and that. Seth came out and he did his ear like this to hear the crowd.
Okay. Uh-huh.
There's a running gag that Cody used to do when he was in AEW where he would have to hear things from a distance by doing this. The rumor is we're getting Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes on WrestleMania.
So
you're just as mad. I'm mad he left and he's doing this shit. You're mad because you're getting this match.
Okay, say it again. What I missed?
I was catching him up to speed because, okay, so Tony, you know the inside joke that Cody Rhodes does when he was on Being the Elite with the ear?
Yeah.
Seth Rollins did that Monday night.
Oh gosh, I saw that.
So that's leading more into the fact that the rumored match is Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. And since you just brought up the fact that he signed 2 weeks, basically signed 2 weeks ago, they're setting up Cody.
Here's my thing. Let me get focused. Let me say this real quick.
I have no respect for the man. I have none because you did all this shit talking. You did all this bullshit. You pulled out a golden fucking shovel, talk as much shit as you can to Hunter, Steph, Triple A, and then you want to go back to the shit that you were talking shit about.
But here's the
I
thing.
hope to God he get treated like shit.
Here's the thing. I'll put it this way. If it's a one-off, I can live with it. But if you're going back to the same company you had issues with, I don't give a damn if Cody did say, you know what, I overreacted, my bad. You know how they treated you when you was there. It's like being in a bad relationship. You know the girl ain't worth a damn. She's toxic. She does all this. She ain't worth a damn. Well, you know what? You go back to her just because it's comfort. Like, you know what? I know her. I know how it is. It's better to be with the devil you do know than the devil you don't know. And then you started AEW. There would be no AEW without you. So you pretty much left because
he had the money. He was the last push of the money that he gave them the connection that they needed to sign the money to make the fucking company.
So it's like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna, oh, Vince, they're gonna do this. Let's put these guys out of business.
That's what I'm afraid of, Tony. Because if he still has his stock, his shares in that company, he can sell it to Vince, and Vince technically kind of owns parts of AEW.
But see, I want to say this is a lie, because why would you go back? What would be?
I hope it's a lie. I hope this is the whole storyline for him to go back. But if it's a storyline, this is even worse because you played the fuck out of us.
Because I'm trying to figure out what would be the move. Why would you leave to go back to the same company that you swore up and down all this stuff to? Like, you really think Vince ain't gonna get his get back? You gonna be in Stardust again. You gonna be mad.
All right. So,
and your wife gonna be Twinkle.
Number one.
You ain't
not
wait.
Listen, number
ain't
one.
gonna move the path. He said, Brandon.
No. First things first. We're not getting Stardust ever again. That's the first thing.
You better hope so.
No, it's not hope. I know for a fact he's not bringing Stardust. It's an opinionated fact. No. It's an opinionated fact. He's not bringing Stardust back because it would be stupid. It'd be bad for business, and I don't think Vince is doing it. Is he going to get his get back? Sure, but he's not going to get his get back, making him put that face paint back. He's not doing that. He's not doing it because it's stupid. It's stupider than anything else that Vince does in this business right now. Okay. I think Tony. I think it's going to be like that one-off, quick build-up, talk your smack, or whatever it needs to be done. I don't even know how they'll build a story up to even have him wrestle Seth Rollins.
Because
I don't get
like
it.
This.
Mind you, there's only like 3 weeks left before WrestleMania.
He would have to show up
the night before
Monday.
WrestleMania.
He had to show up this Monday, do a promo Friday, talk some more shit Monday.
No, he can't do a promo Friday because Friday, Seth Rollins not on wrestling on Friday.
But has Seth been going back and forth lately?
No, he has not. That one, okay, all right. The one time with Roman,
I just want to make sure.
But I understood. But he's a Raw wrestler.
Yeah, he's a Raw wrestler who can show wherever he feels like.
I'm just
I don't like that. I don't like that. He's a Raw wrestler.
I don't like it either, but it happens.
He's a Raw wrestler. So Cody's going to show up. Cody's not going to show up on SmackDown looking for him. In fact, that's not how it works. He's going to Raw. If he does it, he will have to show up this week coming up because you got to set the stage. Seth's got to come out, talk that smack. I don't even know how that would work. I don't know.
Honestly, I mean, just morally, I really can't say. It's like we all like brothers. We really rock with each other. But it's literally like us rocking with somebody that did one of us wrong. Like, bro, I can't rock with you because you did my boy wrong. But then, or I hear you saying, I don't like this person. But then I see you riding with this person. So I'm like, yo, man, I had no choice. I had no way back home. I was on another side of town and they was going my direction. And if it wasn't them, I'd be stranded. I'd rather be stranded because I'm not going to ride with somebody I don't like. I'm sorry. I can't be seen with somebody that I just talked all this smack about.
But that's my point.
Cody would look like the biggest clown. Morally.
He already looks like a clown. He's been looking like a clown since he joined AEW. Okay, he's been looking like a clown the whole time. Everything he's done so far, the going through the fire tape, that's some clown work. Oh, that's it. He's been a clown the whole time. I don't care what. He's been a clown. Him and his wife, no disrespect to her, but been clown work. But if it wasn't for them and Jericho, there would be no AEW. It is what it is. Okay.
Like I said, I'm glad that he created the alternative. I
agree.
I hate how he used it.
True.
He didn't use it like how the Bucks and Kenny are using it. He used it more to feed into an ego that he didn't have a right to have.
What, that he didn't need anybody? That he didn't need WWE to be famous?
Basically.
But see, here's the thing about it. Here's the thing. It's like, if you want to stick it to somebody, you do it. You don't go back to like, that's like saying, let's say we all in our teens, we all 18, 19 years old, 17. Say we get hot in the pants, Dad, I'm leaving. I'm going to move out. I ain't coming back. Then 2 months later, you right back at home. I thought you said you were going to come back home, but you messed up. Now you look like, you messed up. You had to come back because your words came to bite you in the ass. You did all that talking, Cody. You did all that talking. You made a company with your friends. Why go back to WWE? You good. It's like, why are you going to quit working for a company that you made? It's your company to work for somebody else. Now you're your own boss. Now you're answering to a boss. You have a boss now who tells you what you can and cannot do. Why are you coming back? Somebody explain it to me. Because it makes no sense. It's like me leaving Microsoft to start my own company, then go back to Microsoft. How does that make sense?
It don't. That's what upsets me as a person, because it's like, bro, like, you did all of this and it's like, nah, fuck it, I want to go back home.
You can't, like, there's nothing you can do, say to me to make that make sense, to make it just to justify why.
Not to you, but apparently to Cody. Cody might have mended fences and did what he needed to do to handle business, because first of all, his daddy and his older brother.
But Dustin is still in AEW.
I'm not finished talking. Get up. The point I'm making is he might have mended fences. Maybe he's going over there to get something that his dad left behind. You get what I'm saying? Maybe he's like, maybe he said, Vince, I need to get the rights to this, that, and the third. And say, yeah, you can do that, but you got to come back over here and wrestle for me first. It's just a different situation. That's could possibly be what it is.
The only but here's the thing, Jeffrey, that kind of bothers me about that. The only thing that he needed from that company was his last name, because when he was in AEW, he was just going by the name Cody.
But see, they fixed it.
But I was just about to get to that. In a TNT title match, I think it was against Darby Allin, he finally came out with the name Cody Rhodes. So you going back to get your last name is irrelevant.
It may not be his last name. I said something.
But what the thing is, what is over
I don't know. His dad is iconic. He is not. Whatever. I don't know. But also, or another point, we talking about the last name. Should nobody own your last name ever? So I think wrestlers and athletes alike are understanding it now. There's a lot of wrestlers and athletes like what's the name, image, likeness joint?
Yeah.
People the NILs. People are paying attention now, and they're getting their stuff, so they don't have to worry about it later. The same thing with wrestling, in my opinion. Cody should have never they should have never even had the chance to take Cody's name. That's my last name.
That's kind of like, what was that to Eddie Guerrero's daughter? They were gonna let her use the last name,
right? It's sad that he got to jump through hoops to do that shit, but it's like, I think
the hoops might be you gotta be on the roster. Now I'm not saying obviously you said the Rose thing, but maybe he got his name back on maybe he got his name back on the stipulation that when his time is right, he got to take his tail back to WWE. Maybe that was a stipulation. Finish your contract, and then you need to come back. That's the only way we're gonna do this. And we sign on the dotted line and make that happen. So all of a sudden you see him with his whole name, but when the contract is up, he got to go back and wrestle that off.
But the thing about it is when he got his last name, his contract had like 2 weeks. Can I remember he mentioned that?
Okay, pause that. It's rumors that he is. It's just a rumor right now. It's WWE rumors Cody Rhodes signed contract ahead of WrestleMania 30. So it's a rumor right now. So.
It's been a rumor for the last 2 months.
Like I said, morally, I hope it's just a rumor. I'm like,
I hope it's just a rumor.
Because
I hope it's a work too.
Big bro, I understand you. I understand everything you're saying, but it's just the fact that everything he said, I'm like, you started a company from scratch. And I get like, yo, I gotta get this back. To do this, I gotta get this. You know Vince gonna lock you into a crazy contract. It ain't gonna be like you're not getting the Brock Lesnar contract. You're not worth that. You're not getting you can pop up whenever you want to. You Cody Rhodes.
No, but he's not worth that. Cody Rhodes' level of importance on AEW is still mid-card on WWE.
Yeah.
He's still Intercontinental. Like, the thing about it is, like, what bothers me is, like, Cody and AEW did have some really good heart-wrenching matches, but to me, they never felt main event caliber. He might have been in the main event, but they never felt like
because Cody's not that nice, yo. Cody's not that nice.
It's funny because in a match, Cody can make somebody else look better than him.
Of course.
He can do that great, but
the only person I enjoy that does that is Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
He's the only one I enjoy doing that. And I respect him. I respect Dolph Ziggler 100% on how he makes people look amazing when he wrestles them.
Yeah, because that motherfucker be selling it like he actually got hit.
Facts. He'll sell it and then in the same breath, he'll make himself look A1 the whole time. Like he's really good at that. There's not too many wrestlers that can pull that off.
Nope. So let's go ahead and wind down, switch gears, get angry again. What the hell is going on with our Bullet Club, bro? What the fuck?
Look, can I just okay? So,
what is Jay White doing?
Let me before we talk about Jay White. Before we talk about Jay White, I saw something. Somebody near and dear to us had an idea. I didn't say much. I saw the idea, but I didn't like it. Saying that for Bullet Club to have a single leader, it should be Finn. The person said Finn, AJ, Cole, Omega, and Jay White and Tama Tonga should all have a match. And I'm like, okay.
Tonio said that.
I'm like, okay, first and foremost, two of the 7 names you mentioned are in WWE. And Finn and AJ got to the point where they don't need Bullet Club, in my opinion.
But
it ain't about need. It's not about need. None of them actually need, well.
Let's be honest here, Jeffrey. The only people that should be worried about Bullet Club right now are Tama Tonga and Jay White.
But the only reason see, God as a tag team can live on their own. The thing is that Tama Tonga was a part of the creation of Bullet Club.
Yes.
So that's his legacy. So he's to me, between him and who else? Finn are really the only ones outside of what?
Finn And Carl Anderson.
Bad Luck
and
done a
Carl
good-
Anderson.
Bad Luck
Those are
done
the
a
only
lead.
ones. Those are the only ones to me who can say this is my legacy. I must fight for my legacy. Everybody else came in after the fact.
Exactly.
My
see what I'm
thing
saying?
is, if Finn,
But Fale is on whose side he's on?
he's
Jay
on,
White's
he's
side,
on
ain't
White,
he?
he's on Jay,
He
he's on
betrayed
Jay
him.
White's side.
So that's he's already got an advantage because he got Fale with him.
And he got Carl. He got two of the OGs.
And he got Carl.
Yeah, he
and
got Carl and Doc.
So that's
So
scary
Carl, Doc
because
is not an original.
I'm sorry, yeah,
Can't
OG,
even have
my bad. But my thing is like when he said the post, I'm not saying anything bad. It's like the people that he had said to be involved don't really need to be in that discussion. Because like I said, the people that he's talking about are all doing different things in different companies. Cole
here's the
is
thing.
doing his thing. Kenny's
But
injured.
Cole
right
was
now.
never a leader.
But Cole wanted to take that leadership from Kenny at one point.
But see, I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna say this. The only person, if it came down to it, in my opinion, people can have their own. If the only person that could say they want to fight for leadership and say, yo, is Prince Devitt. Finn would have to come like, yo, this is my squad. I helped form this. So what we doing?
And
That should
see,
be
to be
the only
honest,
person.
and right now, Finn doesn't have a strong enough storyline to be in WrestleMania, so he has time. Edge has called out AJ, so AJ ain't got no time right now.
No,
You
Finn
know
does
what
have
I'm
a storyline. He's
I just said Edge called. I said Edge called out AJ.
Yeah, but
Unless
Finn,
I said,
Finn has a feud with what's his homeboy, Damian Priest.
No, he does not. AJ has a feud with Edge. Edge called out AJ.
Yeah, I know.
That's the only storyline. There is. I don't know why
I'm
you
just
keep
saying,
bringing up Damian Priest.
didn't Finn beat Damian for the United States title?
I didn't say Finn. I said AJ.
But you said Finn. But you said Finn don't have anything to do.
No, hold on. I'm sorry. You're right. I apologize. Because I forgot about. You're right. You're absolutely right. I forgot about Damian Priest and that title. I forgot about that. Because he just took it off him. I guess Damian wants that back. I forgot. My bad.
How the non-WWE got no more than the WWE got?
My bad. I was watching Punishment Martinez versus Jay White. So I don't know how it just left my brain. So my fault. So yes, my bad. I forgot about Damian Priest. So he is in a storyline, and that is a WrestleMania storyline because I'm sure they're going to fight at WrestleMania.
Yeah, they're going to have a match at WrestleMania.
So let me run back.
Finn and AJ are out of question.
No, but okay. So let's what if this thing? Okay. What if they did not have a storyline for WrestleMania? Even though they are contractually obligated to WWE, that doesn't necessarily mean that WWE. What if WWE allows them to do what they need to do? That's what I'll start with. What if they allows them to do what they need to do? They're the only two from BC currently in WWE because Cole is gone.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
Going back to the conversation of people that are or were leaders that should be in this discussion are like, in my opinion,
Finn,
AJ, Omega,
that's it.
Omega,
and Jay White.
That's it. Because even though Carl and Fale
was transitional. He was transitional.
But no, here's who? You said Cole? Carl. Okay. Fine. Even though Carl and Fale was a part of the original Dream Team, they don't do enough to be like, I'm gonna take over and be leaders. Because Carl is when you're in a tag team, in my opinion, based on how the wrestling industry works, if you're in a tag team, you're not main event. You feel what I'm saying? Like you're not the guy. You're part of the. You might be part of the team, but you're not the guy. So, like you said, Omega, Devitt. I don't know how you want to pronounce it.
Prince Devitt.
Styles, and who are we saying? Jay White.
Those would be the only four.
And Tama. Don't forget about Tama.
I'll put Tama in there. Tama in there too.
Okay. Now here's the other thing. The thing about Tama, and that's the weird part. This is the weird part because Tama is in a tag team, but Tama has more juice than Carl does, in my opinion. in this
does.
conversation.
That's facts.
So Tama can speak how he wants, but Carl can't. I don't know how that works.
Again, like I said, Carl was transitional.
So
they didn't have a leader that said, "Hey, you an OG, you take the spot because you are heavyweight," and they will find somebody to replace him.
Okay.
So yeah.
So
yeah, that's just how I feel about it, because when I think of the leaders of the Bullet Club, that's what I think. But going back to the topic is like, okay, I have no idea what the fuck is going on. I don't know what Jay White's playing. I don't know what his plan is. I don't know if he's trying to take over industries one by one. I don't know what he got playing.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but it's low key working. Like he's like, we had talked about this months ago. How they say, what if Cat started gathering up the Dragon Balls? We talked about this a while back.
What if we did? We said, what if members of the Bullet Club were in different branches of wrestling?
And then they started coming, and they started running through the companies. Well, Jay White looks like he's starting to run through the companies.
But see, he's an
Impact. He's an Impact and AEW and New Japan at the same time, y'all. He's in there at the same time.
I ain't gonna lie. I know we spoke about it. What if? I really don't think it's gonna happen. But I would love to see them in the junior heavyweight tag team division if Swerve joined Bullet Club. So you got Chris Bay and Swerve in the junior.
So did you not see that? You did see that teaser, right?
Yeah. It was Jay White and Swerve in the ring.
Jay White's been going around having New Japan opening challenge matches, and Swerve answered it, and Swerve threw. I think it was before or after the match, he threw up the 2 sweet to Jay White.
I would love it. I ain't gonna hold you. I think it'll be dope.
That would be your other person in AEW though.
Who, Swerve?
Yeah, Swerve is signed to AEW.
Because Carl Anderson and Doc aren't technically.
They're not
AEW.
They're
Impact.
So see. All right, now. I know we're talking what ifs, but we're going to. I'm doing the what ifs on the BC right now. I'm still going with the what if WWE let them do what they need to do, right? What if God hit up Devitt and Styles and said, I need your help?
Nigga, let me tell you something. If that was in a what if scenario, we don't play with that. If that was to happen, I will give you $40. Drop the cash out, my nigga. That's one of them things like, I wouldn't see that coming. That's like if it's one of the things where they would have to come from the crowd, no music, hoodies on. Hoodie come off.
At that point, I would turn the lights off. Fuck all that walking shit.
I mean, if that's the case, the lights cut off, cut back on AJ and Fit. The rest, then that would go back. Then that whole forbidden door talk will come out again. And I fucking hurt that shit.
Like Tony, me and you both said it. Until Okada walks through that door, it don't exist.
But in this scenario, the wrestling world would just vaporize.
But then something that's been bothering me, and somebody pointed it out on the New Japan Pro Wrestling website, the Gorillas of Destiny are now listed as their own stable. So now the question becomes, did we accidentally build the Tongan dynasty in New Japan?
I mean, who you got? You got Hikuleo. Hikuleo. I said that boy's name.
Yeah, you fucking
Butcher.
I said Hikuleo. I said
that motherfucker thought he said he put King Haku and somebody else together.
I mean, my bad. I'm mad with names, but there's only 3. So who else do you add?
Dick. It was Ghetto. Jado's tag team partner. He left him to join Gorillas of Destiny. So it'll be 4 people.
Okay. They still outnumbered. Like the Bullet Club like the Wu-Tang Clan right now.
But once again, okay, so you got 4 people in the Gorillas of Destiny. All right, first of all, let's look at the fact that Gorillas of Destiny trying to turn Loki into a stable. We'll just deal with that in a minute. So you got your Gorillas. I'm just saying.
It's on me. You can go to the website. It says them at the stable.
I'm just saying. So, like once again, hypothetically, what if let's say the 4 Gorillas of Destiny, what if they hit up the Prince and the Styles and say, "I need your help"? That's 6 people.
Temporarily.
Just temporary. And they all understand that it's to get BC back on Tama's island.
I don't think at this point, in that kind of story, I think Tama will be more focused on building his own than trying to take back what is his.
I hear you. But
I understand where you're coming from in the situation of
let's say this is the final move. Leaders. But listen. The way Tama's moving though, he wants that. He got some scores to settle about this BC thing. So let's say.
Well, you gotta keep in mind, Jeffrey. A lot of the people that are in Bullet Club now were brought in through Tama, so he feels betrayed by them. He legit feels betrayed. Taiji Ishimori, El Phantasmo, fucking Evil's group within the Bullet Club, the House of Horrors. Mm-hmm. All those guys were brought in through Tama. Jay White didn't bring them in. Jay White, because there's always
Tama brought Jay in.
Yeah. All the people that are in Bullet Club now, Tama brought in.
Which is exactly okay. So that goes to what I'm saying then. He got to go fight for his. It's his. You saying he wants to, if you're saying that he wants to lead, he feel like he would want to focus on his own, Bullet Club is his own. Give me back what you took from me, and then I'll go from there to do what I want. But BC is mine. Everybody knows who G.O.D. is. That's already been built, bro. It's already been built. You don't need to build that anymore. For real. The only reason we don't see Bullet Club t-shirts in WWE is because they're not allowed. For it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I can say this. I'll say this. Then we're gonna wind down. Then we're gonna have our final thoughts. I'll say this. Kenny, Cody, and the Bucks, what they did, people say AJ really did good for the Bullet Club, but as far as popularity.
Okay, can I actually speak on this? Because I actually been thinking about this to myself. Finn started it.
Okay.
AJ got it notarized.
Yep.
Kenny profited because he put money in the group, buys the t-shirts and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's
then
what I'm saying. Because what Cody, Kenny, and the Bucks did, they made a commercial. Because back then, you could only buy a Bullet Club t-shirt from NewJapan.com. It'd take 7 years.
And them motherfuckers were gone.
It's still like that though.
But now,
now it's in Hot Topic. Yeah. But before that, you're right. But you're absolutely right. Before it was in Hot Topic, it was all New Japan.
So
you're now you're more accessible.
Yeah, now they made it more accessible. You could walk in. I remember when I first got my Bullet Club shirt, I walked in the Hot Topic, boom, there it was. Like, you had Bullet Club, you had the Villain Club.
Gamer Club, Young Buck Club, Villain Club.
Super Kick Party joint.
Super Kick Party.
They didn't have Gorilla Destiny.
American Nightmare.
Yep,
Hangman had his
own.
AJ had his own shirt. He had the blue outline.
They did have one for AJ for his memory.
Cody eventually had his own,
which was the Nightmare Club.
Because now commercially they did more than anybody. Yes. They made Bullet Club accessible.
Now that's one thing that I would say Tama was wrong about, saying that the Elite, even though the Elite Club was a thing too, the Elite kind of made it, not as Bullet Club. They did good. Like I said, they put money in the group because everybody's not getting paid because of the t-shirt sales. Now, what I'm trying to understand, because when I think about the leaders, I think about what they did both in and out the group. So I'm trying to understand when you talk about Tom and when you talk about Jay, what have they done for Bullet Club? What is that? What would we know their legacy for in Bullet Club as a leader?
Between Tama and Jay?
Yeah, what is the thing that says, as a leader, what did you do for Bullet Club?
But see, me personally, I never saw Tom as a leader. He was always like that.
He was a voice. He was
the
voice
mouthpiece.
For Bullet Club.
He was always the mouthpiece.
Oh, it's like, I can say this. If it's kind of like when I say, if I'm doing a show in Cincinnati and Shaq is there, he probably like, no, T, I got it. Don't worry about it. Don't say nothing. I know these niggas. I got it. He gonna
put it this way. I think I know what you mean, Tony. All right, so I had a job once where I was the assistant manager, right? Under one guy who trained me. Then he went to do something else and they brought in another manager, but I'm still the assistant manager training him.
Right.
Then did it again. I'm still the assistant manager, but another manager came in. I feel like Tom is the assistant manager of the Bullet Club because you have all these other leaders, but when was Tom actually ever the certified leader of the group?
Yeah, because he's always looked at as a founding father. He's a founding father, but like nobody ever speaks of Bad Luck as a leader. Nobody ever speaks of Tom as a leader. Nobody speaks of Cole as a leader. It's always Finn, AJ, Kenny. When you think think of leaders, you think of those guys. I don't think of Tom. I don't think of Bad Luck. I don't think of Carl. I don't even think of Cole. Because he wasn't even.
I don't think about Cole at all.
Cole wasn't even in Bullet Club long enough to do anything.
I don't even like saying his name in Bullet Club in the same.
Dude, he was in Bullet Club for 2 cups of coffee.
That's not enough. And I don't even like coffee like that.
So Tony, he joined Bullet Club to get the Ring of Honor title off of Jay Lethal.
And then he was gone. That's all I gotta say.
But yeah, I don't know if Jay, because the way that I'm looking at this through my lenses, I think Jay is trying to recruit Adam, and if he recruits Adam, he'll get Red Dragon in the Bullet Club.
Do we really want Red Dragon in Bullet Club?
No.
I think first of all, Adam Cole and UE don't even be in this conversation. So we can go ahead and remove.
Well, that's the thing. The reason why I say this, Jeffrey, is because if you're gonna have pieces of the puzzle in wrestling industries,
you know what?
You need one in AEW.
I got a prime example.
I hear you, but let's not bring Adam Cole in it, period.
Give me this. We've all, for the sake of this conversation,
we gonna call it the Bay Club? If we gonna call it the Bay Club?
Hold on, wait.
That was
a t-shirt. The Bay Club?
That was a t-shirt.
But listen,
it's rock with me. We doing this now?
No, this rock with me. Hold on, Big Brother.
Baby!
Big Brother's rock with me. We've all seen the 1976 movie, The Warriors, right? We all seen that movie, right?
Yes, we have.
Now, remember when Cyrus said one game to run this city? What if Cole, like, you know what? We all ain't gotta be one game. We could be Bullet Club and have subdivisions under the Bullet Club.
That's what I'm talking about.
The Elite, you got the whatever Cole got. Then you just have branches. But they're all affiliates of Bullet Club, but they're not
Holy
Bullet
shit, Club. Tony, actually, you might be onto something, because that's actually happening right now in New Japan. So I don't know, because remember, Evil joined the group, right?
Right.
Evil has his own group within the Bullet Club.
Because like Wu-Tang, you got Ghostface and Raekwon got a group. They do stuff together, did stuff together. Like you got like these big, it's like K-pop groups. It'd be like 50 dudes in that one K-pop group, and in that 50 people group is 5 subgroups in that month.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you're gonna have your New Japan group, you're gonna have the House of Horrors, you're gonna have your group in TNA, and I think Cole will be the one to be in AEW with Red Dragon.
And I can rock with that.
Read my lips. No.
Help us out, bro.
Because you know what's gonna happen. Because I'm calling it now. I know it's gonna happen. Jay White gonna show up. Kenny Omega gonna come back. He saw something on SmackDown, y'all. See that face he made right now? He just saw something on SmackDown that he didn't
Brock
like.
Lesnar just ripped somebody's arm off face.
No, listen. I ain't gonna lie. This is one of the nicest. This is one of the prettiest little matches I've seen. It's Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley versus Sasha and Naomi, while Carmella and old girl
Queen Zelina.
Zelina are sitting on the sideline. I'm like, yo, this is a nice looking match. But no, Naomi got thrown over the top rope by Rhea, and she landed on her butt as opposed to her feet on the floor. So I was like, oh god, like you can break your butt doing that.
We just had it. Oh, by the
way, she got a lot of cushion, so.
I know we glossed over it, and we need to talk about it. Hey.
I would do everything.
Bring it back.
I know you gonna react.
Bring it back. We need to talk about this. Bring it back before we go back to Bullet Club.
Okay.
Big E, I don't know if you're gonna see this, or you hear about this, or you somehow find us. Wish you speedy recovery, my friend.
Absolutely.
And word is, another doctor said, who's the medical doctor, he may not be
a former
one that never did the practices on him.
Yeah, a former whoever he was,
a former WWE doctor said that. Yeah.
Yeah, so he may not be able to wrestle again or whatever the case. I mean,
the one that he said that he was worried about was the C1. He said the C6 is fine, but C1 was the one that could determine if he could wrestle or not. But again, take your time. Do not rush this stuff.
Do not rush back. Don't worry about WrestleMania.
Worry about your health, bro.
Don't worry about none of that stuff. Because we'll see you at the end of this year. Just take your time, bro.
We want you to recover. If by any odd chance you can't wrestle again, we will remember you for the wonderful things you've done for the industry.
And let's talk about it. He was so positive. He was like, yo, guys, I'm good. Yeah. Mama did it. Yeah, I'm good. Go to sleep. I'm good.
He was so positive. He's making light of a terrible situation because he has people that love and support him.
Fact.
And he doesn't want to bring in a negative vibe because they know him as this really happy dude. So he's trying to keep the positive vibe about this whole situation. And I respect that out of him. Dude. Like I said, Big E, take care of yourself, dog. We love you. We support you. Like I say, if you got to step away from the ring for a few years, I'd rather you do that than go back.
And like I say, people,
I don't see why not.
People's talking crazy.
Hold that thought. Hold that. This ain't about Little Miss Bliss. This about Big E motherfucking Langston. The second African American.
That's my little buddy, though. I
don't give a fuck who it is.
Hey, man, calm down, man. Calm down.
I told you.
They let her come back for one match, and then she got sent back to catering.
I say this with Big E, people was talking crazy about him. Like, bruh, his career may not be able to come back. And y'all kept saying, like, the stuff people been saying, like, dude, if he don't come back, then what? Like, neck injuries are serious. Austin was never the same. He couldn't even wrestle the same. He was a ground and pound wrestler. He was a brawler when he came back.
I know one thing. If Big E comes back, he can't do the dive outside the ring no more.
Dude, no. I was more scared of that than that. I'm like, bro.
I thought when I heard he had the neck injury, that's the first thing that came to mind was that damn spear after the ring. I said, damn it finally got him. But then I saw what actually happened. I'm like, okay.
Dude, he scared me so many times.
That dude, that guy. Who, yeah, we don't want to name his name.
I know. I said I don't give a fuck.
So far, he's 2 for 2.
First, my guy Johnny, And now Big E.
He's 2
But
for
like
2.
I said,
I don't like that.
people, I said something in the Job Tip podcast page about it. People looking at me like I'm sorry, but like, bro, they bring up Nia Jax. Nia Jax, you cannot compare Nia Jax breaking somebody's face to a neck injury. This man could have been paralyzed.
Yep.
Paralyzed.
And what's concerning
not
about
paralyzed,
this,
career over. You're
what's
not
concerning
wrestling
about this
anymore.
is people like WWE. I don't want to say they handle it wrong, but I feel like Homeboy needed some type of punishment. He should have not been able to walk clean like that.
Nah, I agree.
I think he should. I mean,
He hasn't been on TV. I haven't seen him on television tonight. He ain't been up here.
I don't want to see him on television for 6 months.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
being fired is a stretch, but you gotta be.
Hold on. Does Sheamus have a match at WrestleMania?
He would have against if things didn't happen the way they did. I promise you, he would have fought New Day.
He should be punished for what he did. He should be like, yo, you gotta be.
Nah, he wouldn't fight New Day.
But going back there, there should be some type of punishment. All I'm saying.
Because
I'm gonna be that person. If the role was switched, Biggie would have got fined. He would have got suspended. He would have got a whole lot of shit towards him.
You're not wrong.
I don't want to play that. I don't want to pull that card. But like they would have gave Biggie, like, you know better. You've been here long enough.
Yeah. This dude been in NXT for like how long? And they're gonna say, oh, he's just a rookie. Like, no, bro, that's and Tony, you sent me the clip, you showed me the clip like 3 goddamn times. Biggie basically called it.
Big E said, I don't want some. I forgot. I'm a paraphrase. He said, I gotta trust you.
They popping for this match right now. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He said, I don't want some idiot.
He basically said, I am trusting somebody with my life. We are all wrestlers. I'm trusting you with my life. I don't want to be put in the hands of someone I know that's going to drop me on my head and possibly break my neck.
Right. That's the one thing about this business. You have to be trustworthy. If you're not trustworthy, this isn't going to work.
And
they are war.
Now, I don't mind. Like, the thing is, if he's going to do the belly super, I'd rather he do a belly to belly. But the belly to back, he can't do that no more.
From somebody said he didn't give E a chance to adjust before he threw him.
No.
He just grabbed him and threw him. I don't think, because E's a big dude.
Big E didn't get full rotation though. That's the problem.
And when you look at it, it looks so.
I saw it one time and I couldn't look at it again.
It's like,
bruh. All right, hold on. All right, well, let's just finish this up, man, because I'm losing focus.
I know you is.
Because
I ain't said
a solid match was just interrupted by fake Beth Phoenix and Shayna Baszler. So
it is what it is. So, but going back to the whole Bullet Club thing, and like I said, Biggie, you find this. We just want to send you all love and care and support. We love you, man. You take care of yourself. But Bullet Club right now is in a very tricky situation. I really do think this is the start for Tama and Toa to make their own group. I think Jay is going to start to do some world domination shit. I'll say one thing, he got too many junior heavyweights. He probably need to cut that down a little bit, but I don't know what's going on, man. I don't. This is the first time in Bullet Club. I'm like, what they doing?
You know what? We're going to get ready to close out. Before we close out, I got something for you, Bryce. Something you're going to love, brother.
Jon Moxley versus Will Ospreay? When the fuck is this happening?
I'm gonna send it to you. I'll send it to you.
Oh, bet I need to check that out because we're getting.
Saturday.
That sounds lovely.
Saturday the 16th, April City.
I think. Jeffrey. And speaking of matches that we are happy with getting, Jeffrey.
FTR.
We're getting FTR versus the Briscoes for the Ring of Honor title.
We all know who wins that match.
Do
FTR.
we? Whoa! Don't you disrespect the Briscoes?
I'm not disrespecting. I think
whose industry, whose
FTR
brand is it
might
going to be
win it.
on? Whose industry is it going to be on?
Ring of Honor.
And you gonna give it to FTR? You tripping? You bugging?
If this is Ring,
Nah.
think about it like this. If this is Ring of Honor's comeback, you gotta have a shock. And I think the shock is
no, that's trash. You're not gonna sit here and let the Briscoes run them up, getting championships and retaining and all that stuff for the last year for them to lose to FTR in Ring of Honor. You wildin', bro. If we're gonna keep that same energy, if you're gonna keep that energy with AEW when somebody else comes to their crib and all that in WWE, nah, keep that same energy. They not losing, bro. Briscoes.
Look, bro. I'm gonna keep the same energy. I just have an odd feeling with all the shit talking that's been going on. I think it might come back to Briscoes area. I have an odd feeling FTR might win this match.
No, the only way this match is ending is FTR screw them over. In the sense of DQ match, if they even do a DQ match, knowing the Briscoes is going to be a non-DQ match.
I don't give a damn if it's a regular match. It ended up being a non-DQ. What the fuck,
bro? What I'm telling you right now, the Revival's not winning. I'm telling you that now. I'm calling that right now. They're not winning that. No.
Well, with that being said, it's been another episode of Beer with the Boys. So, final arguments. We're gonna get up out of here, y'all. What we got? What's our tab looking like? I think we got a good.
Give me a minute. I'm gonna tally it up and just say, go ahead and do something else. I'm gonna tally it up.
So I feel like we had a good topic tonight. Everything was pretty solid. I ain't got nothing else to say about it. Tonight was a good episode. We had a lot of good conversation. The what if wasn't that strong. I think the what if, we didn't go deep to the rabbit hole like we normally do.
No, we didn't. I feel that what ifs should be once a month, in my opinion.
We can do it once a month.
I feel that we could have talked more about the Bullet Club and gone deeper with that situation.
But hold on. Let's talk about that
next week.
Okay, we'll do that.
But I'll talk to you about it when we end. I'll tell you.
Okay, yeah. I do feel we need to have a Bullet. I think sometime in the future we need to have a Bullet Club episode.
Almost definitely, I'm with it.
Yeah. I'm gonna give a tab 200 tonight.
All
right. We had some solid moments. Our boy, the rookie, he dipped out on us way before we started, so he's paying that.
Man, when you get the call for a title match, you got to answer. There is no, hey, no, you go get that title.
Oh, by the way, Butcher, I'm about to do a solo run. I'm about to take a flight. Go and get this title. My tag team partner, he seems to be dealing with some personal stuff. So
he's in our prayers. He always has our love and support. Let him know that we're there for him.
Yeah, he's doing what he got to do with his own situation. But I'm free, so I'm about to take a flight.
I love how that's the code word. I love how that's always been I'm gonna take a flight.
I'm about to take a flight.
That's been a code word.
That's how you know the shit about that.
I take a flight or I take a drive. Hey, I'm going on a drive.
I'll be back.
I'll be back. So I feel, just to stay what we're talking about. I feel that Bullet Club is this, even though it seems like it's in pure disarray, it's gaining a lot of momentum on the non-WWE side.
Yes.
I feel like it's definitely pushing the brand. I feel like it's making money for the brand. And I'm excited to see what happens next. I truly feel like what my boy Antonio was talking about, having the leaders go at it in a fatal 4-way or a fatal 5-way for soul control. No, we're not doing what's with you in the 8-way stuff, bro. Bro, stop. You don't need to go more than 4 or 5 people in a match, bro. It is unnecessary. You can't split the check 8 ways, bro. It's just not.
No, that's gonna.
I know you saw Dark Knight. Joker was killing everybody when he got off the bus. Okay, I want the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
damn, that man brought out the archives. Shit, he said enough from the clown.
Bro, Jay White, Tama, Styles, Finn,
Omega,
and you can stop right there. There's no one else that's even necessary in this conversation. There's really not. Period. There's really not. So if we did a fatal 5-way ladder match, that would be crazy.
I want an elimination.
Actually, you know what? Elimination will be better. Maybe can't do a elimination ladder match. That wouldn't make sense. But yeah, maybe an elimination match. You know what I'm saying? I can work with that. With those 5 people, I can work with that. I think that would be a 5-star match. Everyone will tune in to see it. Put it on neutral ground. I don't know what ground that would be. Can't be AEW, WWE, or Impact. And you got to go indie with it. Like you said, the Hammerstein Ballroom. You got to do something.
They say the only company you could do shit. It just kind of fucked up. The only company you could do it through is MLW because they have no allegiance to anybody.
Oh, true. I mean, or you could do it in Ring of Honor. I understand that AEW owns it.
Bro.
I know that, but no one's going to respect. First of all, yeah, no one's going to respect. No one's going to. Who's at AEW right now? Omega,
yes.
I'm not feeling that. Okay.
But the only connection that you make if you do Ring of Honor is each one of those men have been in that company. I don't think Dev has been in Ring of Honor, but
no, he hasn't.
So that's the only one.
That's why I say MLW, because it's literally
no one has been in there.
Neutral. Literally. Like it's literally nobody. Like, so the alliance going into this, like, yo, nobody would care. Like I mean, people would care because it's a match. Like, as far as whose side you're on, you going in there like, yo, I'm just here for the match. Because you know what I mean? There's no ties to anything. All right, cool. It's gonna be split down. It's really probably at that point it's gonna be split down the middle. It's either you on this side or that side.
Basically.
Like I say, y'all, with that being said, this has been another episode of Beer with the Boys. I'm your host, the captain speaking, the enforcer, and the butcher. Tune in next week. No, 2 weeks from now, and we'll see y'all later. And we are out of here.
I'm not doing that version. I'm doing this version.
Exactly.
There you go.
Bye.
Man.